Hello friends, I am back with my series of SIP where I invite some impressive person because this is a story of impressive person and I invite some legends who can give some lessons in our life to grow in our life. Because the legends have two beautiful qualities. They are full of knowledge and they know how to behave. They behave very beautifully. They are down to earth. They show sympathy. They understand the feelings of others, and most important thing, they understand the importance of giving back to the society. They work tirelessly to achieve the goal objective they have already set. They are not less than, or should I say, they are even more than any celebrity in our world. Today I am very lucky and I am feeling very happy. The very great person who is more than a legend has accepted my invitation, who is the favorite of all, who's a renowned personality so far energy conservation is concerned. When we start talking about any auditing, energy conservation and energy auditing, the only name comes in our mind is respected Ashok Sethuraman Sir, and he's with me
Thank
right
you,
now.
thank you, thank you,
And
thank you so much.
before I invite for my dialogue, I would like to give a brief introduction about this great personality. He is very popular in the engineering fraternity as a renowned and practically energy and environmental consultant, having more than 40 years of experience, field experience, and has contributed and devoted, very important thing, more than 15 years in the profession of energy auditing. He is accredited energy auditors by BEE and he has carried out engineering projects of large, medium, and small scale industries in India and abroad. And he has been awarded by BEE and got the Best Faculty Award for promoting the energy awareness in the industries by Southern regions of PCRA. He conducts regular lectures in the industrial seminar conducted by PCRI, Textiles Committee, CC, Engineering Colleges, etc. The very pertinent part to mention here that he has written four very knowledgeable, very enlightening books on energy conservation, and he has published all the articles in all the leading magazines so far Indian system is concerned. And I am lucky and I am humbled and honored to invite respected Ashok Sadhuranam sir. Welcome to the show, sir.
Namaste ji. Thanks for giving this excellent, honorable session to me, and I am very much humbled to have this session with you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Sir, I usually start with the very first basic question. I would like to know about your education and entry into the power sector.
Exactly. I am basically a BSc BTech from MIT and Instrument Technology, and
Okay,
I have a degree in science and degree in technology from 1973 to 79, and
okay.
almost 42 years of experience. And in the instrument technology to start with, and then went to the energy conservation side. Thank you.
Wow, wow. And how did you enter into that power sector and when did you enter here?
In fact, from 2004, almost 18 years now, having entered the power sector, it is my passion.
Okay.
Basically, I wanted to have more of energy conservation done at home, done at the industry, and power sector, especially after the Energy Act after 2002, it in fact motivated me to jump into this wagon as such.
Wow, wow. Because the energy conservation has a buzzword. Everywhere you go, the people start talking about energy conservation. And now I would like to know about something about your career growth in the power sector.
Exactly, exactly. In fact, I started with sail and then I worked in refineries in India and abroad, and later taken this power sector from 2004 and started my energy conservation, energy audit activities along with PCRA South Zone. And with the PCRA activities, almost around now as on date, around 450 energy audits I have done now. And
Wow,
B after writing this BE exam and after getting the certification from the BE exam on 2006, got certified as a energy auditor. And in 2013, after submitting all our energy reports of the PAT designated consumers, we got an accredited auditor also from the BE. Thanks to the BE certification and accreditation, we are able to do an excellent job in the industry, and it is a win-win situation for the industry, for the auditors, and for the government as such. And
wow,
now it
wow.
is continuing as such.
Great, great, great.
Yes.
And what did you motivate to enter into professions of energy savings and when did it happen?
Exactly. In fact, basically, the energy conservation, I will say it is at the bottom of the energy pyramid where it has to be very broad and to typical of any Indian mentality, and it is applied to industry throughout the world also. Cheap and best. This is the best route where the energy conservation or the energy loss is happening in the premises. We have to discover the losses. As a third party, we are teaming up with the industry and to get the energy losses, detect the energy losses and take it out. In fact, it is an excellent opening, especially on the energy conservation area, where Dr. Abdul Kalam he used to say that basically for 1 megawatt of solar we are spending almost 5 crores of rupees now as such. It produces almost 5,000 units per day, but for the same 5,000 units of per day we have to save means we have recently done in an energy audit in an industry that MD said, sir, for 5,000 units per day saving you have only said it's only 1 crore to be invested. So 1 crore to be invested on 5,000 units per day saving, and 5 crores to be invested for same that this one. So energy conservation is to 1 is to 5, almost 20% of the energy efficiency of the solar renewables. So it is an excellent opening, and this is the where the leverage starts. The energy conservation has to be taken up in a big way as such.
Wow, wow, wow. Excellent. Sir, I have gone through your details and you have done energy auditing in almost all the industries in India. And what, according to you, the biggest challenge so far energy conservation is concerned in India and how we can overcome it?
Exactly, exactly. In fact, the industry applied to India as well as in the international level, everywhere, the industry mindset is the same. Nobody wants to take the energy conservation as a voluntary measure as such, unless it is made mandatory. In fact, this is what we have been doing from our IAMP and all the individual energy auditors. We are writing to the power ministry, make the energy audit mandatory throughout the states. Only 4 states are having now this mandatory energy audit for all the ST consumers. Let us make it for all the states. Then it will be a win-win situations. This national energy crisis, especially the coal crisis presently happening now, all the energy crisis, it cannot happen. Around 10 to 20% of energy saving is possible in each and every ST consumer, and this is very much possible now. So definitely, yeah, all the industries, instead of giving a voluntary approach, they have to have a mandatory approach. That is the mindset. The mindset has to be changed for the industry, and definitely they will take it up as a energy audit and conservation route as such.
And out of many industries you have already done the audit, what do you feel have more potential for saving out of many industries in India, according to you? What is your opinion on that?
Yeah, in fact, uh, in, in fact, we whenever we enter the industry, we see what is the power cost to the production cost for giving any given industry, and if they say the power cost is more and it is eating away their operating profit margins, there the potential for saving is more. Basically, a designer has given an equipment, utility, or a machine, but 20% savings is possible in each and every industry. That is possible throughout the India and even in the world. Only
40% is
thing
a
we have
big
to
figure.
enter, yeah, 20%. Exactly, exactly.
Wow, wow.
It is achievable.
Achievable. That can be achieved according to you.
Exactly.
Okay, okay. Now time to know about your award. You got one award from BEE. On what was the criteria of that award? What was your contribution?
Yeah. In fact, B is doing an excellent job in the training program for all the industries. And throughout the India, it was happening from 2008, 2009, almost it was happening through this energy manager, energy auditor, through their website and their training programs throughout the India. In fact, they call it as a lifelong learning. It's called a 3L learning, lifelong learning. And for this lifelong learning, I have been contributing a lot of articles to BE, and they have been publishing in their website as such. So for that, they have given me the award, and I am the local coordinator in the South Zone area. So we are very much on into, we are following the BE norms as well as the training as well as the guidelines to be deployed in the industry.
Wow. And now I would like to talk about the award you got from PCRA,
Exactly, sir.
Best Faculty
PC,
Award.
exactly. In fact, PCRA, wherever we have done the energy conservation training program for all the industries, more than 300 industries, I could do it from 2005 to around 2010. And each and every industry, they gave an immediate offer for energy audit. They said, ask the PCRA to come and do the energy audit. This is the area where we fight, strike it hard when it is strike it hard when it is hard when it is this one. So at that time, I found when so many industries are ready to jump into this energy audit and energy conservation route, and PCRA has given an excellent platform, not only for me, many of the faculties are there. And after having done around 300 programs, the President Award is given to me on 2005 for this best faculty award, industry faculty award in this South Zone
Great,
area.
great achievement. And you have usually mentioned that you live for energy conservation. You want to share knowledge how to save energy. How did you get that motivation? Why do you want to educate people about save energy?
In
What
fact,
motivates you to do that thing? And how do
ex-
you manage? And how do you manage between your work life and the family life? Because every time you talk about energy saving and you start
exactly,
educating people others, how do you manage
exactly.
it?
Exactly. In fact, we go by the old proverb, which is meant for all walks of life, but that is for the industry also. Charity begins at home, as
Okay.
well as this conservation begins at home. So, this energy conservation started to begin at home thanks to my wife's silent support, but she is facilitating me in all the way, in all walks of life. And it is my daughter, in fact, thanks to this COVID time, almost 2 years of hibernation period, my daughter said, you have to do the, having done energy audit reports and the energy conservation articles throughout the 10 years, my daughter only, her name is Shakti, she initiated, you should write or you should compile or you should publish these books on the industry energy conservation. In fact, she is actively collaborating with me in the residence, in the domestic area, to have this conservation done. So, having given a boost in my domestic side, from my resident side, from my wife and my daughter, and including my son also, I got the boost. Then, what I learned from them, from the residents, from the domestic areas, I have to share it to all the residential buildings. I have to share it to the industry, and then we have to go to the industry, to the state, to the nation, to the globe, as such.
Wow. That means the credit goes to your family also. And
Exact. In fact,
in all
credit.
your articles, the co-authors are your wife, daughter, and son.
Exactly, exactly,
Oh,
exactly. In fact,
it-
they motivated me. They motivated me to write more as such. In fact, they were taking care of their family, our family. At the same time, they are facilitating me to write more, to share more. Because I used to say, after the age of 60 plus, what all we have learned, we have to share it to the general public. Whatever that is useful to the public, it should be made useful to the youngsters who is coming next as such. We have to give some, the generation gap is there, we have to give some award to the youngsters who are coming up. So that's why I entered into this writing of articles as such.
and hats off to your family also, along with yourself.
Thank you,
Because
sir. Thank you.
without the support of family, it is difficult to do what you are doing right now.
Exactly. Thank you.
And now I want to talk about very important four books you have written. And I would like to start with a practical guide to energy conservation and management. Tell me something
Exactly.
about the very first book you have written.
Exactly. This first book, why I wrote is because you will be surprised. B is giving lot of training materials, videos, and all the industry programs, but that it has not reached the industry public. I
Okay.
felt what all we do the energy conservation case study in the after the audit in the industry, let us practically write it. See what is seen in the book, it has to be put to practice. That I wanted to do it. I have done in almost 450 industries after the auditing, post-audit discussions and post-audit implementation, that gave lot of learnings to the energy auditors. Not only for me, I used to tell for all the energy auditors, all our brothers, let us have the post-audit implementation, get involved in the industry, let us learn more. Even after 450 audits, I used to visit the first, even today if I visit the industry, I feel it is the first audit which I am visiting in the industry, we learn more as such. That is how these practical guidelines has to be given on the energy conservation. I ventured into that book as such.
Okay. Now I would like to know about your second book, Energy Conservation in Textile Industry. How did you get motivation to write that book?
In fact, out of the 450 energy audits, almost 300 energy audits are from the textile mills only.
Okay.
And I found the national average, they say thanks to all the BE's the norms and circulars and recommendations and the guidelines from the power ministry and from the textile ministry, around 23% of energy saving is possible in each and every textile mill and processing unit. And they become a designated consumer just by consuming this 3000 MTOA of this one per year as such. So definitely a textile mill has an excellent potential for energy saving, especially on the zero cost and low cost. The plenty of potential is there, that we have to educate the industry. And whatever we do the audit, it is only a contact segment, but when we write the book and share it to almost thousands, thanks to the industry's welcome this one feedback, almost 1500 books have been sold. But the books have reached and they give me an excellent feedback what all the things can be done on each and every case study. So I am educating every now and then through the webinar and through all these virtual media discussions. Thanks for that.
Now, time to talk about very peculiar book. I haven't seen such a book. Conserve energy through belts and pulleys and restore productivity. Very unique name and very unique book I have read so far in my life. How did you get motivation to write down that beautiful book?
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I think you have really pinpointedly, you have gone through my book, each and every nook and corner of my book. Thank you. Sincere thanks to you for going through the book. The first and foremost point in that book is revolutions per minute for any mission, especially the production mission, that RPM is not monitored in the industry. Throughout the industry, not only in the production machines, at all the utility machines. This is where I entered from the, we used all the predictive, non-invasive, this one, thermal imagers, then all these stroboscopes and all the RPM measurement through non-contact type. And we found so much of loss is happening in the industry, silently happening, and nobody wants to notice this and nobody wants to take the action. Even it has been throughout the world, this has not been discussed. Only everybody talks about the belts, nobody talks about the pulleys. The pulleys have a life of only 40,000 hours, say 5 years, and after that nobody bothers about the pulley. Everyone is changing the equipment, but they don't care about the pulley.
Oh,
This is
very
where I found, yeah, both on the production machines, we are able to restore the productivity by 24% in a given engineering industry. And on all the utility machines, almost 15 to 20% of energy savings is possible, especially on the variable torque loads like blowers and pumps. That is why it's a very low cost. In fact, when you want to change a motor, it is costing a lakh, means when you want to change a pulley and belt, it is just costing only 10 to 15,000, or let us say 20,000 only. And they achieve the same amount of savings. So initially let them achieve the zero cost or low cost savings in the belts and pulleys, and then let them replace the motor. Motor replacement is definitely mandatory, because the old motors have been multiple times rewounded in the industry, more than 10 times, more than 5 times, more than 3 times. No motor in the industry is running fresh for the past 10 years or 20 years. Everywhere it is rewound motor only. There the energy loss, efficiency loss is very much more. So the IE3 motor, national level motor replacement definitely has to take place. And before that, this belts and pulley, all this existing jugaad has to be done on the existing machines and on the production and utility machines.
And what according to you, the contribution of that police is there so far, energy conservation is there. What is the potential, hidden potential in percentage, if we talk in based on your experience?
In fact, for any 10 industries, say any 10 application of motors in the industries, almost 5 to 7 motors are belt driven motors only. The belt driven motors, if they started changing this, the routine practice has not, the condition based monitoring and practice has not been set up in the industry. Neither the OEMs nor the energy experts have gone in depth of these belts and pulleys. And having done so much of case studies, thanks to the belt and pulley expert one, Mr. Subramaniam, we did along with a subject matter expert only, I could achieve this energy, I could showcase this energy saving case studies to all the industries, and every industry understood, oh, this is an area which is a visible loss to our area and it is not seen. Every pulley is looking like a glass and it is shining materials. All that shines are not gold. So all that shined, it is a loss to the industry. We are forced to address to the industry and make them aware. Shining pulleys as a loss to the industry.
Okay, now time to talk the very book that is very close to my heart. I have read it twice. Energy monitoring and conservation in residential and the commercial buildings.
Yeah.
What was the motive? How did you get motivation to write that book? That is,
In fact,
in fact, one of the best book I have read.
thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. In fact, all the fossil fuels like LPG or electricity derived this one secondary unit electricity and water. Water is the basic source of energy conservation we have to do in our residence, and all these things. Thanks to, again, I should not repeat again, but I have to repeat it. My family has shown me the way where all the things has to be. My daughter used to say, whenever we are switching the LPG stove, there is any pointer or marking in the LPG stove, definitely we can optimize the knob position in the LPG flame so that we can have the savings. Now, for the past 10 years, I have been consuming only 4 to 6 cylinders per year, though the annualized cylinder quota given by the government is 12 cylinders now. But I am consuming only 4 cylinders. Sometimes I consume only 6 cylinders. Thanks to LPG conservation done at the residence. Then comes the electricity. The safety aspects has not been taken care in the air conditioning side and on the electrical distribution side on the residential and commercial buildings. Having gone through all these energy audits in all the commercial, and in fact we have done a platinum rated green star this platinum rated building also. In fact, we came across lot of inputs can be given on the safety side. Safety is undercover to do the energy conservation or to do the energy saving. So first ensure you are basically a safety expert, I should say, power quality as well as the grounding. And in fact, I learned more from your webinars, videos, and lot of inputs. That is the what is prevailing in the industries, in buildings. You have pinpointedly shown in each and every of your videos. I learned so many things from that, and that is what I am deploying in many of my energy audit case studies, as well as in the residential buildings, as well as in the commercial buildings. Commercial buildings have to concentrate more on the electrical safety, and residential buildings can more concentrate on more only on the electrical safety, but energy saving is possible in an excellent way. And water saving, in fact, that is also thanks to my
Very
daughter. She said, why not we have a dual flush is there? Why not we have a 3 liter or 6 liter? Just a tag. It is tagging is costing not even a rupee. And after putting that in my flat, I have it's a 100 flats in my this one colony. They said, sir, our energy water consumption has reduced by 20% by just putting a tag on our water flush tanks. So this is how energy on water, electricity, LPG, everything is achievable. Why not we achieve it? That only motivated me as such.
wow, wow.
Write that book. Yeah.
You have mentioned your better half, your family members many times in conversation. Now time to talk officially about them. Now tell me something about your family, social life, and future plan.
Exactly, exactly. In fact, my family, they are say they got very much entangled with this energy conservation. Wherever they go, they started promoting on behalf of myself in the flats or anywhere they talk about, and that became a it has become a talk of the town now. In fact,
Oh,
we do in the see in the flats especially all the other neighbors whatever they say, they think me as a neighbor. I don't say I am an energy auditor or energy advisor. I say I am your neighbor. Let us collectively conserve and let us collectively save. That is how myself and my family we all work together towards the conservation, not only on the electrical side, electricity side, energy side, material conservation also. This minimalism has already caught up in a big way. Minimalism has to be the attitude towards the industry or towards the India, and India has showed the energy modesty throughout the world. Thanks to our beloved past president Dr. Abdul Kalam, he used to say, energy modesty has to be the is the order of the it is the thing to be taken right now. Then only the energy security for our government, for our country, for our nation can be achieved.
true.
You will be very much aware the trans T&D loss was around 35% when he was there on 2005. From 2005 to 2020, from 35% it has come to 20% now. Because though being a president of the India, but he was very much concentrating on the addressing the T&D loss reduction. From 35% it has come to 20% as on 2020, and it will definitely reduce to less than 10% in another 10 years to come. This
Yeah.
is where we are achieving in a very big way as such.
And what about your son and daughter? What they are doing?
Yeah.
Are they doing any
Uh,
job or apart from the
yeah, my
energy
son is working.
conservation
Yeah,
sports?
son is yeah, my son is working in a IT company, and my daughter was working in a IT company. and she is getting further promoted now. She's likely to be promoted shortly.
And what about your social life?
Social life, we have embedded this energy conservation into the social life. Lot of professional associations, local associations are there, where everywhere they used to call me either in the college or in the associations. Why not you give some tips about energy saving either in the industry or in the residence or in the college or in the institution? That keeps me busy throughout the areas wherever we go and wherever we conserve.
Wow, 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 wow. And what about your future plans, sir?
In fact, till we are here in the earth, we should try to educate, consistently educate, that is, collectively conserve and consistently educate. This is the area I am trying to rope in. I am mentoring many of the other companies, energy auditing companies also locally, and many other contacts are there coming from abroad also. I am trying to mentor them how to go practically to do the energy conservation case studies, especially in the industries. As far as the society is concerned, not only on the energy, on the waste management, and all the other areas, we are concentrating more and how to reduce our material consumption as well as the energy consumption. This is the Taraga Mantra for BE as far as for all the BE certified energy professionals like you and me now.
Wow, wow. And now the time to talk the last question that is very important. Share your magic formula to grow and glow in the life for the youth engineer. Tell me
Exactly.
something from your side.
For the youth, everything, there is two types of industries. One is brick and mortar industry, one is point and click industry. Whatever it may be, the service has its own reward. So the more and more you do the service to the company, to the first to your house, first to your home, then to your college, then to your company, or then to the nation. See, service, it is automatically, this will show you the way how to come out well in your life as such. And wherever you do, whatever the activities you do in the daytime, try to jot down and try to note down in your diary what all you learned each day. In fact, after done 15 years of energy audit, I am still writing the diary where all I had learned today, what I had missed all the years, what I am learning today. This is what, if the industry person or if the youths, if they start concentrating on learning phase more. See, money can come today or tomorrow or anytime can come, but the learning at the peak of their youth time, they have to learn more. If they learn more, especially by practice, and this is the area, the institutions as well as the colleges or as well as the from the homes, we start the energy or the electricity conservation at home. So this is where the youth gets automatically gets involved there, and definitely this conservation is a service to the society only, automatically.
Wow, wow, wow. Sir, you are doing a wonderful job, noble cause. Not only you, your family even is contributing along with yourself for the society, betterment of society. And I would like to say thank you once again for accepting my invitation. You spent your invaluable time, you shared your experience, you gave some good messages to youth how to grow and glow in their life and how to make energy conservation their part of their life as you are doing. With that word, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And goodbye. Good evening. Namaskar.
Namaste, namaste, namaste. Thanks for giving this wonderful opportunity. In fact, I should say a big thanks to you, a million thanks to you, because you are trying to highlight what are all the satsanga we say, no? You are trying to bring what are all the good things happening around you, around us, and you are trying to project it to the throughout the world by your videos and this one webinar sessions. I should sincerely thanks
Thank you.
to you for this. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, God